What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Suburban Nerd. This is a channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. It's not a lot of nerd news, but I'm gonna give you what I got. So first off, Black Widow might be getting a solo comedy. Yes, you heard, solo comedy. Well, she's not actually getting a solo comedy, but there was an interview with Taika Waititi. The guy that directed the Thor Ragnarok movie that everyone's raving about. Well, he was being interviewed, and pretty much he said that, he was thinking he would love to make a Black Widow movie. And his exact words was, I'd like to see Black Widow as something crazy and a bit funnier than we expect it to be. Because we know her story, and it's very sullen, very dark, and her history is very dark. But what's a funny version of that? What's a movie entertaining version of that? Now, people are thinking that he's going to make Black Widow a comedy, which, right off the bat, my personal opinions, don't like it. Black Widow is never shown to be comedy. Like, the reason why it works with Thor Ragnarok is because Thor in general has shown to be funnier. In fact, like, they have those shorts where he's roommates with some guy in Australia, I believe, or something like that, Tim or Jim, something like that. But except he's shown comedy in movies or in shorts online or whatever, but he's shown that. So therefore, Taika Waititi taking over with Thor Ragnarok and making it funny, making this fun movie, it works. It doesn't work with Black Widow. Black Widow, she's serious, she's dark. Like, we haven't, the most we've seen her is maybe crack a joke, but not really smiling. And taking her into a comedy route, no, that's not going to work. But on the other hand, I'm going to just say this right now, Taika Waititi is known for being a jokester. He's known for being sarcastic, and sometimes some people don't realize when someone's being sarcastic. Like, say, for instance, I could say something silly like, man, you know what? I think I'm going to grow, what would be good? If I filled my pool with Jello. If I fill my pool with Jello, yeah, because then I could jump in there and then swim around. No, ain't no one ever gonna fill their pool up with Jello. First of all, that's too much work. Second of all, like, that's too much money, because how much Jello package would that take? But you know what I'm saying? Like, someone might hear something like that and you'd be like, oh man, this dude's crazy. He's gonna get his pool filled with Jello when he's just being sarcastic. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what Taika Waititi was doing. He was just messing with these people, messing with the reporters, because I hear that's what he does. Like, I hear he's never serious during these interviews, and he's very jokeful. So people probably just took it a different way than it should have been. So I don't think a Black Widow comedy is going to happen. But I do think a Black Widow movie can happen, and I do believe it might happen. In fact, I talked last week about, or the week before, about how, like, the Marvel people, the Marvel females want to come together and make like a female version of the Avengers with Captain Marvel, Valkyrie, Scarlet Witch, and like all these females that are in the Marvel universe, or just make them a team on their own, which I think it could work, as long as you don't make it that, the men are sick or out or whatever. But I think it would be kind of cool if the men are brainwashed by some sort of female villain, which would make another strong female villain other than Hela. And then just so you got the females having to beat the guys and beat them fair and square and knock them down and then take out the lady. So then you can show that females are strong, females got that power, and men aren't all better than them. Even though, like, I mean, if you had the Hulk in them, like, who else is going to beat them? But regardless, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking as far as that movie. But that's my opinion on that. Don't know if they're going to do a Black Widow movie anytime soon, but hey, there's always a chance, because, Kevin Feige, he listens to what people want, and he gives them what they want. It hasn't failed yet, except for, the Thor Darkness, whatever. But regardless of the fact, he's always delivered movies. Next we got, on a Nerd Rundown, we've got MGM, and Annapurna reach a deal for the next Bond film. Actually, they're reached a deal for distributing in general, for not just the Bond film, the 25th Bond film, in fact, but also Creed 2. And they're in talks with everything, and they've already slated a date for Creed 2, and that is was it November 21st, 2018. That's what they're shooting for. Um, I don't know how far they gotten, but I don't believe Ryan Coogler is coming. He's not going to be directing this movie, which is a shame because he did a great job the first one. But Sylvester Stallone is going to be taking over. Not his first time directing a movie. So for all you people that think, oh, what is he doing? He's supposed to be acting. No, he's directed films before. He's directed The Last Rambo. He's directed some of the Rockies. So he does know, and I'm pretty sure he was taking notes when Ryan Coogler was doing his thing, so that he can sort of still keep it in the same kind of vein or same kind of style as the original Creed movie. So, I think it might still turn out very good with Stallone directing it. Um, well, as far as that, I'm not sure what other things they got on the slate. I just know of the Bond film, and which hasn't been in production. They what's the name? Daniel Craig is still on board for doing the next movie, even though there was talks of maybe he's leaving, but no, Daniel Craig is still on board to do the next Bond movie, and he's looking, and I believe he says that the script that he's seen so far is really good. So hopefully, it'll redeem them from what happened with Spectre, because a lot of people didn't watch it. A lot of people didn't like it. I didn't get to watch it yet, so we'll see how that comes out. But as far as those two movies, definitely looking forward to them. Next we have Adam Szynski. Physical Adams. Well, anyways, the guy that the person that's gonna be writing the new Black Adam movie with Dwayne The Rock. My views. It's hard for me to even pronounce his name, but from what I hear, he wrote the Chipmunks movie. Chipwreck. Chipwreck. And I don't know, Black Adam. First of all, isn't a comedy. Even though The Rock's in it, the movie shouldn't be a comedy. Shazam could be a comedy because it's supposed to be lighthearted. Black Adam shouldn't be because he's a dark person. And I'm sorry, as much as I love The Rock, there should not have been a Black Adam movie. It doesn't make sense. Black Adam, he's not that important. You don't just make him important because you got The Rock to be him. You take... And then the guy that, like I said, John Cena would have still been a perfect opposite to The Rock. But they got, Zachary Levi. And I just don't know how this is going to come out. DC hasn't always proven... they failed a lot of times. Let's just say that. They don't hit the point on target as much as they try to shoot, Marvel does. And that's because they've got the practice. They've done their time. They know what they're doing. DC just doesn't. I'm hoping things are good, but why even split off to make a Black Adam movie? I don't know. Why? Have Black Adam in the Shazam movie. Don't have a spinoff. Who's gonna be Shazam's bad guy then? If Black Adam is his own movie, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Oh my God, I just don't know what's going on with DC. But it's I wish they canceled the Black Adam movies and then just had him with the Shazam. At least have a bad guy. It makes no sense to have him separate. But I don't know. David F. Sandberg's supposed to be directing this, and he directed Annabelle Creation and was it Lights Out. So he's a good director. So he's got some nice horror kind of chops to him. So maybe he can do something. He showed he knows how to direct a movie, so we'll see how that comes out. Next, we got the Justice League theme will be the original Batman theme, and by original I mean the Tim Burton Batman or the animated series. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, that's going to be this. That's going to be the music for the theme, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. But I don't believe it's gonna be exactly. They're gonna alter it and kind of do something to just make it a little more update and more real and more dramatic. So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing that music when the time comes, because they need a theme. That's the one problem with them. Well, that's the one thing that's great about DC. They do have their themes. Marvel, there's no theme that you can remember for Iron Man or Thor or any of them. But DC, like Wonder Woman, and then the Superman, like they all have their theme music. You know what I'm saying? So definitely looking forward to hearing that. Next we've got Justice League. They have a featurette. I'm trying to see if I can find it and put it in the description down below. And it looks pretty cool. Showing a little bit more of it. But except there was actually a I don't know if I believe they might have taken it down, but it showed Wonder Woman fighting I forget the guy's name right now, but the main guy, the main villain, they showed him, but they take it down, so we'll see if that comes back up. And then last of all, we have Henry Cavill. He spoke out about DC's fixing their problems. He's saying that, basically he spoke and said that DC hasn't been going in the right direction when it comes to the things, but after Wonder Woman, he's very happy and very proud of Wonder Woman, and he's happy where his character is now, and that they do realize the issues and the problems that they made, and they are trying to fix it, and they are fixing it, and that's a good thing to see, and that's a good thing to hear, because like if you're just doing things wrong and you're just oblivious to it, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's telling you're doing it wrong. They're like, no, everything good. You got to stop being in denial. You need to stop being in denial and realize that things aren't good. So just try and fix it and change it and do what you got to do to get the ball rolling. Because you know what, you're behind with Marvel, but you could easily catch up. You can easily catch up if you just stay on point and get shit done. So that's pretty much all I have for the nerd news. Remember to subscribe. Check out yesterday's nerd news, the playlist, and remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Suburban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. Catch you guys tomorrow.